isn't really part of anything yet, but there is a riff I have that kind of it could fit into, but I haven't really done much with it for a long, long time, and maybe eventually it'll tie into something. This is mostly an update video. It's funny. I've been working on some songs, and I kind of fell into some old habits, but I was able to break myself out of it. I've really been thinking about old, like just what I just did there, some older riffs I have, how I can update the older songs, bring some of the older riffs into newer stuff that I'm working on. There are a couple songs that have come together, and really progressed pretty nicely. Before, and like I said, old habits, I would kind of, write a riff, build around it, have what I build around it kind of perform, speed the tempo up, and then go back to the riff, and then kind of, just work it into what was there. And things weren't coming out sometimes as tight as I would like them to be. So that's why I want to kind of go back and, tighten some parts up, and maybe add some parts where I feel like, the formula might be getting a little repetitive, or, make it so that a vocal can fit in there easily. I have somebody that would like to, kind of add some vocals, and I've even, done some things myself. So hopefully, those older songs will get updated. This time, with everything that's going on, it's been crazy. I still am working. It's put a delay on some stuff, but I finally kind of started pricing some things out, so that I can, improve the setup, and we'll see what I'll do as far as, would I record with the new setup right away, or, keep what I have going for now and then somehow incorporate what I'm doing. I guess it would all depend on how that turns out. So obviously that'll be an update later on. I would like to have all kinds of natural sounds rather than some DI stuff. So I'd like to get a bass and maybe perform the bass myself, or maybe have someone play bass for me. Get a drummer. I can play the drums, but not as well as I feel I would want as a drummer. I'd rather have someone do that. I've thought about hiring somebody, but we'll get there once I kind of feel comfortable with things. Even maybe even hire some singers to kind of fill out what I want, just to get the ball rolling. Like I said, I've been working, so I don't really have all the time. I'd like to put more time in it, so maybe I should just like set aside a certain hour where I can be here and just start piecing videos together, and then get them out when I can. No set time, no set reason, but I definitely want to get more videos on this channel, some better video quality. Some I might even consider some new cameras, new mics, just an overall improvement of everything. Practice a little bit more, and maybe find some practice videos again. This was always meant to be a musical journey, mostly a personal thing, and hopefully some people would join along for the ride. But we'll see. I definitely want to do some more guitar stuff. In this video, I've been talking for a long time. I like to get these videos to be like at least 10 minutes. I feel like that's the good cutoff. I think that's what is the norm. So let me maybe show some of the original part that I had, I guess worked out a long time ago, and then maybe try and incorporate what I was just doing. Since this is mostly an update, I'm not going to go. Actually, I'll backtrack real quick before I do that. I was thinking, like I said, I've been working on some stuff. I would love to maybe piece together a video one time of just the segments of or fragments of parts I have down. It's just been hard to kind of show, the pieces that I've been working on in a decent way, so that it sounds good and looks good at the same time. You could just play them, but I kind of want the backing track there too. But I'll work something out. Hopefully, I'll really think about that. That should be like my next kind of goal for this. And maybe like I said, if I start piecing things together, I can kind of work that out and find something that works best. So let me get back to some guitar work, and like I said, we'll do what I definitely a lot of work needs to really go back into that song, and obviously that other part doesn't fit in perfectly yet. I think it could. I would just need something else to kind of bridge the gaps. I'm a little rusty on the one riff, so I slowed everything down a little bit and just kind of rolled through it. Obviously I messed up in the beginning. I'm going to leave that all in just to kind of I feel like I said, maybe I'll just record myself playing some things, kind of come in here like this, talk about it. Obviously, this one's not going to be great, I don't think, but it won't be bad, and we'll kind of go from there. Maybe I will kind of go on a lessening kind of thing, kind of, I never want to be like a lessons, but in my musical journey, I did want to talk about theory. So it's not going to be a lesson as much of, just touching some on ideas that'll involve theory. So get back into that. So go kind of maybe even touch back on those scales videos I made and, tie some things in to the new stuff in songwriting and just maybe all this thing is hopefully, going to unlock my own creativity. If I inspire somebody else, it wasn't the goal, but inspiration comes in weird places, so we'll all see. But I don't give myself that much credit. Never will. But if you made it this far, again, congratulations. This one was kind of just impromptu, directionless, just kind of putting something out there, and hopefully the other stuff will be more cohesive. I keep saying this, but I feel like if you keep throwing something and keep practicing, it's only going to get better, and that's the only thing we can do. So later on.